Have you guys ever been to New Orleans?
No, I've never been to New Orleans.
Oh, God, it's fucking amazing.
You've been?
Is it?
Yeah, I spent a week out there. I didn't want to come home.
Damn.
Wow.
Like I was like, fuck. I was like legit ready to just like sell all my shit and stay.
Okay, so I have so you had a great time.
I had a fucking amazing time.
Okay, I've never been, but I don't drink. I don't really party, and a lot of like heavy drinkers just drive me up the fucking wall.
So there is a lot. I mean, it's a very drinking town. But,
Okay, well, and you drink and that's
yes, but also it's more than that.
It's got culture.
There's a whole fucking thing.
There's art, community.
There's so much art,
entertainment.
yeah, entertainment, dude. Like Frenchman Street is like it's like this. It's a spot that no one really talks about because that's where all the real live jazz is. Right?
Yeah.
So like,
how do you feel that the Disneyland version stacks up against the real version?
I mean, the architecture is pretty accurate, but
Okay.
like but it's just a small part of like it looks like the French Quarter,
It's chicken wire.
a little bit, yeah.
Yeah.
But there's so many different parts of the French Quarter that are like, or like in that downtown area, there's so much different architecture too. So I mean, there's like Spanish architecture and French archecture.
Yeah,
and
it's
like
a gumbo
it's like,
of
it's
culture.
all kinds of shit. Yeah.
And that's what's great. Like
That's pretty good gumbo. Hey,
I'm
all
proud
right.
of myself for that. You guys get it. But no, the cast man, our buddy, his wife is from New Orleans.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
And I know he loved it, and it's cool because there is so much culture in one spot, and I see
the
that
city. I know people say this about so many different places, but I had never experienced it. The city has a soul. Like it just wraps you up. Like you get so fucking invested in everything that's going on in there. It's like even the homeless people are playing fucking jazz and they're badass, man. And it's
There's
like
summoning voodoo spirits.
It's just like in LA, every asshole with a guitar is just sitting over on a fucking street corner and they suck, right? But it's like there's like real jazz musicians just hanging out on every corner and shit.
Yeah.
And it's like, I mean, just so much to experience. It's fucking awesome.
I know in LA, like I just hope that there's something haunted or like death is going on.
Yeah,
just like be entertained. But over there, it's like it's just like a fluid culture there. That's
I
very
I did a haunted pub crawl, which was cool, and we went to like this pirate bar and. Because like there's a lot of history about all the transports coming through and pirates robbing them and stuff.
Captain Kidd.
All this shit, yeah. So we got all like some real cool stories about all that, and then there's also that horrible plantation history and stuff like that.
Speak for yourself, dude. Horrible. Give me a break. Come on.
That'd be funny if you're just a big fan of plantations, but not
Just talk about this is where American industry started, brother. This country is founded on.
You're like, I'm not a fan of slavery, but I just love plantations. Like you have a weird stance.
They're beautiful.
Yeah,
I just feel so at home.
it was awesome, dude. I got to stay. We stayed on the other side of the river, so there's like a ferry that goes back and forth all night and or all day, pretty much. And then we were right on the other side of on the bank too. So it's just this big fucking colonial house that we lived in or that we stayed at for Airbnb. It was like 3 stories, so the whole 3rd floor was like just for us. It was fucking awesome.
Was there like a butler with a little bow tie? Like
no, but there was like servant quarters and stuff like that too, and like little hidden hallways in the basement, so that like there would be servants coming around and shit like that.
Did you go to the Disneyland version of New Orleans Square before you went to New Orleans?
Yes.
Were you amazed at how much blood, shit, piss, and barf was in the streets?
Yes.
Did you see titties?
No. I went.
These are things that Disneyland really should start.
Yeah,
God damn it.
Yeah.
I mean, I was with my girlfriend at the time, so sure. But,
Oh yeah.
but no, we
It
didn't
wasn't
go.
Mardi Gras.
I particularly dislike any of that shit anyway. Like, I don't even really want to because like. The French,
I hate titties too.
I mean, the crowds and all that. The frat boys and all that shit. And the thing is, like, French Quarter is a different place during the day than it is at night.
Sure.
Because like at night, then they turn everything into nightclubs, and it's like they're just trying to accommodate like tourists and shit like that.
Right.
But like the real shit only goes on like up until sunset. That's where all the locals are still hanging out and shit like that. And
yeah, the great Mark Norman, the comedian from he's from Louisiana, and he's talking about how a lot of big cities champion themselves as culturally like, oh, this is a melting pot. Like when you think about New York City, it's all like, oh, there's little little Tokyo, there's whatever, you know.
In LA,
but or just like LA. But in New Orleans, it's literally just all. I mean, everyone's
all together.
Everyone's Creole, you know, Neapolitan.
Yeah.
I'm a Spumoni.
That sounds good.
Yeah.
Creole Spumoni sounds awesome.